Well, give me the gory details.
Want the gory details?
All right, just give me the gory details.
And she will call you later with all the gory details.
You owe me nothing but the gory details.
Don't leave out nothing. We love gory detail here.
You know, I would love to sit and go over every gory detail with you, fat boy. And I want all the gory details.
I want all the gory details.
I want to hear all the gory details.
Here are the gory details, I guess.
Another gory details.
Gory detail with which you speak.
The gory details. Recount all the gory details.
All the gory details.
All the gory details.
Here are the gory details.
Please leave out the gory details.
All the gory details.
Oh, that must have been a pretty gory spectacle.
In gory detail.
Which is going to have a gory feel to it.
Last one's a little more gory.
With all the gory details.
No gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Spare me.
Spare me.
Spare myself, me ship, me crew.
No, spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me from what?
Of the gory details.
With gory stories.
It's not really scary, but gory.
Here's nature and all its gory.
Back in my gory days.
It's too gory.
It's pretty gory.
Gory.
The gory?
Gory. Gory.
Gory.
Gory.
Gory.
And give me the details.
Give me the details.
Details.
And spare no detail. I'll spare you the gory details.
I'll spare you the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sean Gorey, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm dead excited to be with you here all this evening, where instead of coming to live from the studio, we brought the studio to the kitchen for a very special... Mic is muted? Better not be. Well, phone mic? Phone mic? I don't know what you mean, Barrow. You're just fine. Okay. I'm confused. It sounds like a phone mic? No, it's probably just the fact we're in a very different room. But the studio is a very sound-treated room. This room is empty and cold. Yeah, we're going to do live from a very special HelloFresh sponsored cooking stream, where together we're going to be making some one-pan pineapple salsa chicken tacos together, and that's what the plan is. Exactly, it's room echo. There's software that can adjust that stuff, but it's not perfect, and then I would still sound like I was in a TikTok. If I start standing up a little better, you might hear me a little better, but talking to you down here. Yes. But that's kind of what the plan is here, friends. If you guys aren't familiar with HelloFresh, it's definitely kind of like a perfect time to get into it. It's a new year, so a lot of people doing like New Year's resolutions, and we're already more than halfway through this first month of the new year. And whether your resolution is to save money, or to eat better, or just like stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you out to do all three. You can join America's #1 meal kit and say hello to your most delicious year yet, with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at prices you'll like, delivered right to your door. Considering we're like in a polar vortex right now, I was pretty grateful for tonight to go grocery shopping this week. Plus, you can start your day in the new year with free breakfast for life. That is right. If you use my promo code, or my coupon code, or use the link from my campaign here, you will get a free breakfast item with your subscription, as long as you stay subscribed. So there's that. Between all the options available, I went with the breakfast burrito. So now, if I'm ever feeling hungry, I have a burrito, and that's going to go perfect with these tacos. So that's what's going on there. Let me kind of show you that promo code and kind of we got going on here as well. So there it is. Yeah, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code. Our friends over at Stream Elements should be dropping that code pretty regularly. It's also in the description and like the post and stuff I've been making. No ASMR stream? Not quite, Coax, not quite. So, yep. Oh my gosh, Braden Ted Lasso is so good. That's kind of why we did him for Halloween. Yes. Snow? What's that like? Oh, please, Coax, so you can have snow. Meal planning, exactly. The code is POG and like some digits. It's changed every year. It's changed for... But tell you what, friends, let me get this image out of the way. I'll get some tunes cranking, and we'll get rocking and rolling here. By the way, I do also have some Phantom points to make good on. Our friend Brett19 used their Phantom points to make me donate $1 of my own hard-earned cash towards this great cause. This is what we're doing here. Honestly, if you're considering it, do it. And what's crazy too is like, they send this box, and one of the reasons a lot of people are like, oh, like I don't want this because I'm gonna create a bunch of waste. Actually, this box is recyclable. When you take all the food out, it's empty, and then even the ice pack they send with you, recycle me. This is a recyclable ice pack. So I don't know if you guys recycle at home, but we do. And like, this is perfect because now I can throw all my other like odds and ends in here. So it's pretty sweet. Yeah. And also, I mean, I have to show you guys this. So here are just some of the recipes they have had available over the last few years. And even though you might not be subscribed to them anymore, you can keep the recipe cards. So if you're like, gosh, I'm tired of eating the same thing for dinner every day, don't. And this is just some of the stuff they've offered in the past. This is just the stuff here they sent me this week, and they produce more and more stuff all the time. Like when I was on the website this week, it was not how it looked. It was not how it looked the week before. If you've got like high protein diet choices that you're going for this year, for like, let's say you're like, I'm gonna work out more, I'm gonna lose weight, like you can do it. They have stuff where Harper, Hunter, Juliet, and Scarlett say hi. Hi, Harper, Hunter, Juliet, and Sky. Scarlett. Hello there. One thing is, how can I really run to the store and get the ingredients to make them? And that's perfect you say that, Brett Wolf. And what's funny is, last year, I did just like a cooking stream on my own as part of like our Extra Life fundraiser. Like I said, like if we raise like $5,000, I think I said we'd do a cooking stream. Maybe it was less than that. Maybe it was like $2,000. So I made tacos from Danny Trejo. Well, it called for some really weird seasonings like turmeric, and I could totally spent $10 on a thing of turmeric like this that I probably never use again, but all I need is a little bit. Well, with the stuff they send you from HelloFresh, it's literally pre-packaged, like to the ounce, so you don't have just a bunch of random stuff collecting dust on your shelf. It is pre-measured. It's like you are the host of your own cooking show, right? You know when you're watching Maddie Matheson or Benji Babish or even Gordon Ramsay, like any of your favorite, Joshua Weissman, any of your favorite chefs, they're like, a tablespoon of this, a tablespoon of that, a teaspoon of this. They're just dumping all these pre-measured things into a bowl. HelloFresh has it for you. You can be your own professional chef. It's amazing. Share the meal cards. I could, or sign up. Definitely the ton. I wish I had the recipes from Home Chef. Oh no, you lost them? Shame, shame, shame. Portion ingredients is perfect. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're cooking a recipe, it's like, use half an onion. What am I going to do with the other half an onion? It's going to grow hairs on it in my counter, and I'm going to throw it away. That's a waste. But if they just send you what you need, you are in the shade. How long is the promo code active for? The promo code is active for the rest of the month. So you've got until, I think, 16 days left in the month. I think that's about right. You got until the rest of the month. I believe that's what the deal is. Abish, there you go. There you go. That's what I'm exactly, Brett Wolf. I've still got these recipe cards from 4 years ago. Joshua Weissman is pretty opinionated. And I'll be honest, I will never make any of his recipes. He's like, oh yeah, just bust out your food mixer and just make this from scratch, like 3 days in advance. I'm like, nope, no thanks, hard pass. Yeah, and then he whips out a meal with $500 gadget. Love the guy. I respect him. His knife skills are amazing, and he has very valid points on his cooking techniques. But I will never make anything that he's made. It is just too much. Too much. Exactly, Coax. So you got a little bit of time. Gorey, you're really sad. Why is that, Coax? I wish you were making some mac and cheese with them in it. Oh, sinful. That sounds so good. The thing I love is that 9% of the meals in HelloFresh are under 30 minutes. Exactly. I mean, prep time is a lot. What did I just make last week? I made chicken soup. I had to cut a ton of celery. I had to cut a ton of carrots. I had to cut a ton of onions. I had to cut a ton of potatoes. I had to cut a ton of chicken. And like, yes, it was a crock pot meal, and it was just like throw it in the pot and forget it. But it was like I was cutting meat and vegetables for like an hour. And then I'm like, cool, this has to sit in a crock pot for 8 hours. I'm like, that's 9 hours worth of prep. It's a lot. I totally agree, Dad. Joshua Weissman's amazing. He's amazing. His videos are great. Yes. Ooh, yes. Habanero, yes. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Hey, Walter, welcome to stream here, buddy. Happy Werewolf Wednesday. I'm here for my court mandated visit. You make it sound like I'm your child. Alright, friends. Well, we are going to get started here. I got to put on my court-ordered, court-mandated uniform here. Jesse, it's time to cook. Yes. That's the gyno clip? I'm afraid, Coax. What are we looking at here? If my grandmother had a wheel, she'd be a bicycle. I do love that. Okay. The first things first. I'm going to open up package here. Again, paper bag. Recyclable. We got pineapple. Got tortillas. Got a lime. Got some pre-measured Tex-Mex goodies. We got a pepper. I hope that's not a spicy pepper because I just pepped it on bare hands. Again, pre-measured Southwestern spice. Pre-measured cilantro. That way you don't have to just sit in your fridge going bad when you don't use it. Like, who needs a big bushel of cilantro unless you are running your own restaurant? Look at the size of this onion. I can... What do you call it? I can Andre the Giant just palm this onion. This is not going to waste. Versus some of these basketball onions, like, yeah, use half of those. You leaves that soap tasting food? You're not a fan of cilantro, huh? It's funny, I enjoy cilantro, but I feel like arugula in salads, not for me, not for me. What else do we got in the bag? Oh, sour cream. That's all the sour cream you have. Like, I know I've had countless containers of sour cream. Like, oh yeah, we'll use this over the next couple of weeks. And then you open it up, and it is pink and growing little hairs inside. Oh, they send you exactly what you need. Captain Jim Raynor, welcome to stream, buddy. Fellow Actual Lifers in the house. Let's go. The friend is me. I'm the friend. Eat the onion. Just bite into it like an apple. Oh gosh. Speaking of Actual Lifers, friends, Brett Wolf used their Phantom points to make me donate $1 to Actual Life. So I need to do that real quick. Let me put that bag into the recycling because that's what we're doing here. Give me 1 second. Moving some stuff around. Fix that. It's a DNA defect, and you should fix it with some fresh. Is that how that works? That is funny. Coax. Okay. Hold on. Everything's happening here. I need to go to Actual Life and donate myself real quick. And this is a Phantom Point redemption. This is via our friend. Brett Wolf. Let me give you a drum roll while I put it in. Ready? That was poor phrasing. Here comes... Submit that donation. Here comes the drum roll. Ready? Perfect. It just went through. I appreciate you. Let me do something else real quick. Cool. Evil laugh.gif. Okay. I also need to check out and see what that donation Coax just did was. And I see your Phantom points there. I'm pretty sure I know what Coax's donation incentive was. Yep, there it is. Coax's donation incentive was to make me eat a tablespoon of sriracha on stream, so cool. Love that for me. Oh, you know what it was. Okay. So what? Right, well, if there's your notification, thank you much, buddy. I've got the sriracha handy right here. Rachel, could you grab my hat upstairs for me? Thank you, thank you. Okay. Got the tablespoon with the teaspoon. We're going with the tablespoon. And I'm going to rotate this over here because I'm really dark. Alright, that's better. Back in bed, gotta go shower, and training was very muddy. Adea, I get it. Hopefully, you're not feeling too bad. And Adea, this is for you. Thank you for the Phantom points. That's all for on. Damn. I'm gonna buy you one of those comically large spoons for hot sauce. What's the one like Vine where the guy with the kitchen refrigerator and he's got the spoon and it's like the size of a shovel? Pray for wifey helper, exactly. Alright, here we go. Do you know what? We'll do this from an above view. We haven't been able to do this before. On. Oh, actually, there's no way you found the spoon clip. I gotta see if that's the one right there. Just that good.
Hey, dog, get some ice cream? It's only a spoonful.
Only a spoonful. What's funny is that actor Coax was just confirmed to be in The Walking Dead, the new spin-off show, the Ones Who Lived. So he's you'll be seeing him soon. Why my pocket knife on me? This app is clogged. Okay. Crisis averted. Alright, Cox, here we go. There's got to be a seed stuck in there or something. Hold on. Thought blowing air through it would be a good idea. I definitely just got sriracha in the lungs. So there's that. Yeah, dude, The Walking Dead, yeah. Did not need to continue as long as it did. Alright, Coax, this is for you. Cheers, buddy. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, everything's fine. Woo! We just take the lid off and just blob it out. That's not a bad idea either, Brett Wolf. Where's the wifey to add the ghost peppers when he had his back turned? That's diabolical. Okay. Marking Adea's put your hat on. Our hat's off to you. Phantom points is completed. Good. I never said I was nice. That's fair, Brett Wolf. That's fair. Okay, so first things first. Let me take a look at our recipe. And if you guys are, let's say you guys aren't big cooks. Let me show you how like, dummy-proof this is, right? There's 6 steps, and one of them is to literally put the meat into a tortilla and eat it. So, yeah, pretty good. First things first, marinate the chicken in a large bowl. Go on and eat for a bit, be back later. Bye, Coax. In a large bowl, combine the Tex-Mex paste with the Southwest spice blend. Slowly open up the pineapple cup and pour the juice in the same bowl, leaving the pineapple blend. That seems easy enough. We'll do it even in the order that they were suggesting. It's so demon-proof, even I was able to make them. That's funny. All right, we're gonna use our kitchen scissors here. Oh my gosh, I don't even need scissors. This is how simple they're making it. I just noticed that there's a little preparation here. You don't have scissors? Alfresh, you don't need it. They got your back, friends. Oh man, so this isn't like a hot sauce mix. It's like an adobo mix where they definitely blended up some poblano peppers. Oh yeah. So the moment I open this, I can smell it. Yeah, like look how dark that is. This is the good stuff. Oops. Double tap there. Okay. So we got that in. We need to add the seasoning here. Does this also have a preparation on it? Or is this going to be a big mess? This one I will use scissors for, just to be safe. Just to be safe. I don't want powder explode everywhere when I'm trying to open up my stuff. Okay, good, good, good. What else? What else? Okay, open up the pineapple up slightly and pour the juice in, leaving the pineapple itself behind. Okay? Pineapple lid is opened a little bit. I'm even going to puncture a little hole here. Come on. There we go. So this can drain. Let the pineapple stuff coming out. Okay. Then we have to grab our chicken. Put this in the fridge. And this chicken is already... it's already diced, so I don't even think I have to chop anything here. Let me kind of scoot this to the side and take a look. Add the chicken, dry the paper towel, add the chicken, and a big pinch of salt. Okay. Get a paper towel ready. I'll even drain this a little bit into the sink in case there's any juices, you know? Okay. We're opening here. I busted out the scissors. Eee. Suppose my knives could have done this too. Eee. Oh, juices. Good. I hate it when there's like no blood in a dinner. That's yucky. Okay. I'm gonna pat the chicken dry here. Huh? Come on. Perfect. Since this is going to be dry, the seasoning should stick to it easier, which will be real nice. It's not just going to get diluted by the juices the chicken was in. Hey, this season's already smelling amazing. JJ183, what's up, friendo? Looks scrumdiddlymptious. Well, we haven't even gotten started really, but I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna add the chicken into this mix here, to this mixing bowl. Kind of make sure everything gets to know each other, and then let that sit while we're prepping the rest of our other stuff. Kind of a divide and conquer situation. Go. Trying to get as much chicken off this paper towel as possible. Really sticking. Okay. Good. I switch to keep that screen there for a second. I'll wash my hands and this cutting board because they both come in contact with raw chicken, which is no bueno. Let the man cook. Yes. Give me just a second. Good. Right, cutting board is next. Scissors. I did open up the bag. I did handle it with my bare hands. Great. It's all clean. We're going to use some tongs and kind of mix this all up real good and get the chicken and the Tex-Mex paste and the Tex-Mex seasoning nice and mixed up here. And it did say to add a big pinch of salt. We're gonna, since this is for a marinade, it's not like we're seasoning the food. We could use some fresh cracked salt. This is already looking much better. Oh yeah. It smells really good too. Okay. Let that sit for a little bit. And didn't ask for it. We're gonna get a little pepper in there too. That just makes sense. Salt and pepper. Give this another little stir now that we've changed it up a bit. It looks so good. I'm so excited for dinner. Okay. Set aside to marinade. We're gonna do that. This is going right into the fridge. Okay. Good. Next it says to wash and dry the produce, and then, oh my gosh, we are going to use the pineapple. So nothing's going to waste. I'm like, I got a snack tomorrow. We're going to use the pineapple. Roughly chopped pineapple, peel and thinly slice the onion, mince 2 slices until you have about 2 tablespoons. Roughly chop the cilantro, core and thinly slice the green pepper into strips. Oh my gosh, perfect. Yeah, so we already marinated the chicken. We need to do the prep, which is wash and cut. We need to make the salsa, cook the veggies, cook the chicken, and then 6 is assemble. Why wouldn't you use the pineapple? They never send you things you don't need. Listen, I was surprised. I'm like, hey, we got pineapple juice, because in my mind, the juice was just to be used for like the marinade. Like, all right, well, it will go to waste in this house, but there's only this much pineapple, right? But no, I was not thinking ahead that it was going to be pineapple salsa, even though it says pineapple salsa in the recipe's name. So I wasn't thinking ahead, and I should have known better from HelloFresh. So there's that. Alright, let's wash you guys. This shouldn't take long. Give me just a second. Ancho chilies. I couldn't think of the name of the other peppers. They got for the adobo marinade. They're ancho chilies. Is that good? Good. Tongs are clean. Time is clean. It's clean. I don't know why I'm washing the skin of an onion, but wash the skin of an onion. Alright, veggies are clean. Yes, someone who properly washes their food. I mean, there's like all kinds of besides like the pesticides, right? There are all kinds of like parasites and stuff on food, and that's just like nope, 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 nope. I have seen some chefs that will soak the food that they need washed in like a bath of like I think baking soda to sort of like break things up. Smith TLG, what's up, friendo? Long time no see.
Hello there.
Happy Werewolf Wednesday. How are you? So many people just rinse it underwater and let it go. I mean, that's cleaner than nothing, but no, like, just make sure, like, stuff that you're going to eat the outside parts to, like, I'm not going to be eating the outside of that lime. I'm not going to be eating the outside of that onion. I will be eating the outside of that pepper. And, like, it has that waxy coating to it. Same thing like an apple kind of has, like, a nice... You gotta get some soap up and water on there. Okay. Step 2 was prep. Wash and dry produce. Boop, boop, boop. I'm good, dude. Just got a new car today. Dude, congratulations! Let's go! That is a big deal. Took forever, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Gosh. Don't tell me that's... don't want you to dox yourself. But my first car was a 1990 Dodge Dakota truck. I loved it. It had like 130,000 miles on it and was made of rust. And whenever I pulled like a friend's driveway, if I kicked my car, it was like it shed like a husky blowing its blanket or blowing its coat. Like I would leave and people would be like, yeah, well, Gorey parked right there. Not recommend to wash fruits and veg with soap. I'm hearing some conflicting information here. Maybe a day where you are, your food's healthier. In the U.S., it is a good idea to wash your stuff with water and scrub them. Water is fine, but I mean, soap. It's soap. It's fat, and if it's good enough to get a duck clean, it's good enough to get from an oil spill. It's good enough to get an onion clean. Okay. Wash and dry produce. Roughly chop the pineapple. We will have to do that here. It's nice AF. Good. I'm glad to hear that. The 2021, nice. Honda Civic, okay, well, hatchback action, good. Well, I'll take your word for it, Adele. I'll take your word for it. Roughly chop the pineapple, okay. And the pineapple was already, like, kind of diced. So we're going to just give it a rough chop. It should be even easier to spread across the tacos here. Okay. Next, we need to half and thinly slice the onion. You gotta peel it too, of course. I mean, yeah. Soap, ingesting soap is not good, but ingesting parasites and pesticides is also not good either. And the idea is, of course, you're getting the soap off. Like, you wash your hands with soap and then you eat with your hands. If that makes any sense. Gosh, I see both sides of this thought process here. I see both sides. Boop boop. Yeah, because technically, you know, you could argue soap is chemicals. I would argue that pesticides are worse. Right, let's toss this onion out. And it said it wants it in thinly sliced. Thinly sliced. Mince a few slices until you have about roughly chopped. Multiple combined pineapple, minced onion. Okay, so we're on some sliced and some minced. We're gonna slice these guys. want to, I could hit it a couple times, but you don't have to do this like crazy if you fold it up, which is nice. It saves you time. Did I ever wash my chicken today? I mean, washing chicken's bad? Okay, see? Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, you are getting rid of, like, the salmonella and stuff that was getting off, like, that was on it. Or another hand, you, like, actually that was protecting it. So, like, either way, I'm like, that makes sense. I don't know what to believe. Okay, so we got our cilantro chopped. I'm gonna scoop this here for now. Guys, here. These guys must have gone to the same spot anyway. No, because it's cooked and salmonella gets killed. Washing it spreads the bacteria anywhere. Oh, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Okay. We got the cilantro. It says quarter the lime. So we're gonna cut it in half this way. We're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna cut it in half this way. That way, they're kind of nice, long, thin strips of lime. Very squeezable limes. Someone joined this man a food scraper. I mean, the back of a knife works fine, right? Okay. Next, we have to halve, core, and thinly slice the green pepper into strips. Let's go. Let me rinse my knife off real quick. Got cilantro all over it. Speaking of soap and cilantro. Okay. Oh wow, coring this is gonna be super easy. Like, I was expecting the core to go all the way through. It's just gonna be like a boop. Let me do it over the trash can real quick. You guys ever had that thing happen when you're going like core a pepper and you find like another baby pepper inside of it? It's always like a fun thing. Okay. It said thin stripes for the pepper. I think I'm gonna do them. Let's flatten it out here. I'm going to do them this way, that way they're about the same length as the onion, if that makes any sense. I've never used a food scraper. The pepper was pregnant, and it's a baby pepper. Once an onion grow inside an onion, that's awesome. Onionception. Yeah, I'm going to, if I press these out, these are about to be the same length as the onion stripes, so I think that's kind of what we're going for here. Oh. It's a little bit thick because it's like the end. I'll cut him a little bit too. Righteous. Let's trade. Okay. Same thing here. Cool. So we got our pepper, we got our onions, we got all of our stuff we need. Make the salsa. We are already on to step number 3. Step 1 was marinate, step 2 is prep, step 3 is make the salsa. In a small bowl, combine pineapple, minced onion, half the cilantro, a squeeze of lime juice, And then season with salt and pepper. We got this. I'm pretty sure we're done chopping stuff, so that's good. A small bowl together. Cool. Alright, it says to combine the pineapple. Remember that time I put my knife away? Maybe a food scraper would have been a good idea. Oop. Okay, pineapple is combined. The minced onion. Oh. Boop. Dropped a couple pieces. Not mad that the little bit of cilantro is sticking on here too, because it asked for half the cilantro to go in anyway. Okay, about half the cilantro. That looks like about half to me. A squeeze of lemon juice. Okay. Squeeze of lemon juice. Let me pull this up close to you guys so you can see. Can I get any more out of this guy? A little bit. What do you think? A pretty spent? Then it asks for a salt and pepper to taste. Right. Let me give that a stir. Or a little mix. Oh my gosh, that smells so good with like that lime juice and that pineapple and that onion. I'm really glad like I chopped everything so finely because they came to almost like the very similar, like uniform size, which is very salsa appropriate. Hoping that like the enzymes from the pineapple kind of make the in that lime juice make the onions a little bit off. That way they're not so sharp. I mean, okay. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. You can leave the spoon there. That way I can use it to like dish out into the tacos as we're kind of going there. So I'm gonna set this aside. Next thing, it says to cook our veggies. So let's do that. I'm gonna slap this salsa in the fridge for now. I'm gonna take the spoon out. Heard a rumor that spoons in refrigerators cause name for it. Name for it. It's like a foodborne illness that you don't want. Rachel, what's the name of that thing that, like, the reason you don't leave, like, spoons in the refrigerator? No, but, like, it's not called gout. Not gangrene. It's something with, like, a G. Can't think of it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let me throw this cilantro container away. We need some veggies to cook, but We've been streaming for a full hour here, friends. So what we're doing real quick is we're on a miracle story to talk to you guys more about Extra Life. When we get back, we're going to cook our veggies, we're going to cook our chicken, we're going to warm our tortillas, we're going to make the tacos, we're going to serve them and eat them. Don't go to our friends. We have a great rest of the stream for you. Dinner's on its way. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Whenever a family has a child with an illness, you never know where that journey's going to take you. And we always prayed for a miracle.
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long, blonde hair. She wasn't afraid of heights. In fact, she wasn't really afraid of anything.
I've got a story just like anyone else. A wise man said, this too shall pass. Oh, yeah. I can walk on. I'm gonna go all the way this time. Flying, never coming down. Gonna reach the stars. I'm going high.
We had noticed she had just gotten weak. I said, what's the matter with you? I said, you're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips, without knowing. And it progressed from that to she fainted a couple of times. And we thought it was, she's got a virus or whatever. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
She was just, from the moment I met her, she was about 11 years old, she just had a sort of magical presence about her, and nothing would keep that girl down.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. The cure rate for leukemia is the 80%. When Victoria was told that she had cancer, that's the only time we saw her cry. And Dr. Dreyer walked in and told her that 80%, 85% rate cure. So Victoria accepted that. She said she wasn't worried anymore.
In today's world, we cure, go away forever, about 80% of children. In 1965, we cured 5% of children. So the improvement is unbelievable. And Victoria actually had a particular subtype of ALL that the cure rate should have even been better than that.
Victoria's treatment was to take 2.5 years. And at the end of 2.5 years of chemo, Victoria was to be finished with her treatment.
So during that time, she had some good days, she had some bad days.
When she was sick, she still would put on her cheerleading suit and go do cheerleading. I have lots of pictures and important memories in my office, and one of the ones that I get to see every day is my beautiful picture of Victoria as an angel at our Camp Periwinkle. I'm the camp doctor. I've been the camp doctor for 20 plus years, and I took a little girl who was suffering from cystic fibrosis and cancer, and she was in Tori's cabin. But Victoria would come around 11:30 in the morning, 12, get this little girl all ready for the day's activities for the afternoon. And she got this little girl ready to go to the dance. I will never forget that little girl at that dance. What a wonderful support Tori was, because without Tori, this little girl would never have had the camp experience that she did.
She feels great. How does my heart sound?
It's a little off. It kind of sounds like a bunny. I like bunnies.
Oh, you like bunnies?
I love them. Okay, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Frickback and see what she has to say.
Well, what's your name again?
My name is Bunny McBunkbunk.
Well, Bunny McBunkbunk, today our breaking story is about a little dog named Arfie. Let's ask Arfie.
In 2005, Texas children held their first radiothon with the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. And that's where we met Doc.
We were doing a radiothon at a radio station in Houston, Texas, and she was the kind of kid that you could hear her coming long before she got to your soundproof studio. She was very full of energy. She was just 10 or 11 years old and was already considered a long-term survivor of leukemia.
You know, here she is, lying up in bed, tubes connected to her. She didn't go and cry about it or bemoan her situation. She went around to try to visit these other kids to make them feel better. And I think that's the legacy of her.
At the end of 2.5 years, when Victoria's treatment was over, they performed another spinal tap and a bone marrow test. The Dr. Dreyer called us. I remember it was a Thursday, and she said, "I cannot believe this, but Victoria has relapsed." Because of the seriousness of her relapse, they told Victoria that her next option was to receive a bone marrow transplant.
Our community really rallied behind our family and our church. You know, we even had signs, "Pray for Victoria." So it wasn't just our family, it affected everybody.
And she made it through, and 9 months later, she relapsed again.
Joellen called me, and she had just the worst news ever, and that is that Victoria's cancer had returned.
So this was 3 times she was told that she had cancer. And so we began another journey to receive a second bone marrow transplant.
Victoria at that time decided she was going to fight and entered the hospital for what would turn out to be an extremely long stay, many, many, many months. And so as a result of this extended stay, I saw that there wasn't as much for her to do as you can stay placated with as a young person.
And he asked her at that time, he said, "Victoria, do you like to play video games?" She said, "I love to play video games."
So I put the word out to a website that I worked with called Sarcastic Gamer, and the online community responded in droves. What I expected to be a couple of games that might come from here and there instead turned out to be things coming from all over the world.
And we started receiving boxes of games.
We had games that came in from Asia and Europe, and
He was receiving games from all over Texas, all over the United States.
so much so that it became sort of overwhelming. Tori had to end up giving it away to other kids who were also stuck in the hospital.
She was the one to go around to be that extra person for all these other children.
It just doesn't seem right that a child should be sick. It's not right that a child stay in a hospital and that they're confined to the hospital and their 4 walls and they're not experiencing the other things that children are doing.
She couldn't be around other people that could have any infections. You know, when she was out, she had to wear her masks.
During this time, Victoria contracted a fungal infection, which is from a very low immune system, and she had little to no immune system left.
And I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, "I'd really just like to get out of this hospital and go see Christmas lights. Christmas lights are something my family and I go see together all the time, and I can't even leave to go see Christmas lights."
We knew that during the final stages that we weren't going to have Victoria with us much longer.
We were only outside for about 10 minutes, but it was a very special 10 minutes. There wasn't a lot of talking. We just looked at lights. And after about 10 minutes, we rolled back upstairs to her room, and we had our picture made in front of a little Christmas tree, and I said goodbye. And that picture is one of my most prized possessions because it was taken just moments before I saw my friend for the last time. And Victoria passed away before I could get back to see her.
The miracle that we received was that we had her. for the time that we had her.
I brought her picture, and I just put that on the table. And I said, you know, this is what we look at every day during this radiothon, during this campaign.
Victoria passed away on January 21st, 2008, after a 4-year battle with leukemia, failed bone marrow transplants, and fungal infections.
It was as a result of Tori's death, sitting at her funeral, that I made up my mind that I needed to be doing this, not just a couple days a year with a radiothon, that I needed to be doing this with my life.
Doc wanted to do something special for Victoria, in memory of Victoria, and he came up with a fundraiser called Extra Life. And this fundraiser would be for the gaming community.
It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so Extra Life was born. 1,200 gamers showed up on October 15th in 2008.
With this year's Extra Life Gaming Marathon, we're helping save kids' lives. You don't even have to be a crime-fighting superhero.
Each and every year afterwards, it continued to grow. Gamers responded by being able to game for their local hospitals. The next year, 4,500 gamers showed up, raised almost $500,000. The year after that, it was 15,000 gamers raising $1 million, and the next year, 17,000 gamers raising $2.1 million. Video games are like the #1 form of entertainment on planet Earth, have been now for quite a while.
Anyone could be involved in Extra Life.
Gamers aren't that pale kid in mom and dad's basement. They're mom and dads, they're aunts and uncles.
A young child to an older adult to a grandparent.
You can take all that fun of playing games for 24 hours and reach out to your friends and bring them to your environment.
Or if you want to play a board game, a card game.
The funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital.
So maybe your extra $20 or your extra $50 goes to curing 87% of children with leukemia.
They might buy an isolette for a baby that is born the size of a cell phone and has to fight for its life.
I can guarantee you that with that money, it goes directly back to these children to keep this from happening again to someone else's child.
Getting involved with Extra Life is really simple. You just have to go to the website at extra-life.org, put in a few details in there, join a team if you'd like to, or create one. After that, it's as simple as fundraising with your friends and family. Let them know why you are doing this. They should know that the money you raise is going to stay local in your community.
We never will truly lose Victoria because she will live for all of us through this.
It started with a little girl in Orange, Texas.
That's all we have to say for today.
All we have to say today, so
we'll see
see
you
you
tomorrow
later
at
on
News at
whatever time it is.
At Victoria's house. Bye!
Hey gang, we are back. What you just saw was a miracle story, not just any miracle story, but the story of Victoria Edmond and how Extra Life as a whole got started. I love that story, but I also hate that story. I wish that didn't happen. Of course, fast forward, and here we are today. Doc saw him talking about how literally millions of kids, hundreds of thousands of kids, are signing up for Extra Life now and are raising millions of dollars to help kids just like Victoria all across the globe. It's super important. It's super important, and we love doing it. And the fact we get to do it here with even titled the cooking stream is pretty incredible. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening here. Not just here today, but on other days when we're playing games just like we normally do. And especially on game day when we do the whole 24-hour stream and marathon. That's what the plan is, though. Let me get to the main scene here. We got some veggies to cook, the meat to cook, and then some tacos to like assemble. We are almost out of the woods here, folks. So I'll get some music rocking and rolling. I'll get my head out of the way, and we'll get right back to it. Let's go. I also need to get my phone out because I'm trying to watch. Okay, trying to watch the Fame Depart Redemption stuff here. Okay, so yeah, you can see in terms of our steps. Let me invert the camera for you. We had 6 steps total. Marinate the chicken. Do the prep. Make the salsa. We're on step number 4 here, which is cook the veggies, and in the same pan, we're gonna cook the chicken, and there's the symbol. So this should go pretty quick here, friends. Let me get this recipe card someplace safe. Oh, JJ, you son of a gun! I see you. I see you. JJ just used their Phantom points. Make me donate $1 to Extra Life. So let me do that real quick. You son of a gun. Thank you, thank you. Give me just a second. Donate a Phantom Point Redemption for $1. And my card just fell. Yeah. JJ, let me give you a drum roll and let's submit that. Ready? Here it goes. Why I left it open behind me? What was I grabbing? Oh, plates! Yeah, I'm getting plates ready because we're going to be playing up here soon. JJ, let me mark those Phantom points as complete. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay. Next. Yeah, we need to start cooking some stuff. So, heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. That seems doable enough. Our oil, our pan. Ooh. Call that a drizzle. And medium high. Medium high it is, okay. While that's warming up, we'll just slap these guys in here, stir occasionally till lightly browned and slightly softened until about 3 to 4 minutes. Season salt, pepper, and then reduce heat to medium. Okay. Medium's doable. Hey, there's that notification, JJ, just for you, buddy. I know this is going to be nowhere near hot, so I'm going to let this warm up a little bit. I don't want it into a hot or cold pan. I would like them to get a little bit of color, a little bit of seasoning on them. That's pretty cold. Alright, it'll just take a minute. It's fine. Do I want to snip my sour cream yet or not? No, not yet. Not yet. We could stir our chicken just a little bit. That way in case like some bits are getting more marinated than others. to help even it out. And I don't think you guys got to see a very good look of kind of the finished bit there. Now let me get everything in the center. Scrape the sides. We want all that marinade. What's funny too is if you wanted to, if you looked ahead and you were reading the recipes and you're like, oh my gosh, look, it says to marinate something. You could totally just do the marinade the night before. I mean, marinating something for a couple hours is great. Marinating for something overnight, much, much, much better. But these are already pre-cut chicken thighs, so like they're small, which means that the marinade doesn't have to penetrate very deep. But if you're to be marinating like steaks or marinating like pork loin or like chicken breast, like it would have a hard time really penetrating and getting on the nooks and crannies. And Dan, welcome back. The longer the better, isn't it? Exactly, exactly. Longer the better. I mean, within a reasonable amount of time, right? How's this oil feeling? It's warming up. It's warming up. Let me add peppers and onions in. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is sizzling the slightest little bit. So we added it a good time. I don't know if you guys can see it either, but yeah, I can see the bubbles forming. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Yeah. Let me get a spoon. Start stirring these around, maybe breaking up the onions a little bit. Like I can tell these guys are still attached at the base. I don't want that. I want them separate, right? Keep them moving. Make sure they're nice and coated in oil. By the way, I meant to ask earlier, can you hear the music okay? You're making fajitas? I always marinate it? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying like you were making fajitas right now. I'm like, what are the odds? Tacos, fajitas? That's amazing. Breakfast burritos? Free breakfast burritos? If you're making fajitas, I always marinate it like hours before. It just tastes so much better. Hands down, hands down. Yes, the music is good. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. These little onions right here are still attached. Look at that. I fixed it. I'm really just kind of trying to target these guys with these layers. I'm going to separate a little bit. I want to get the stuff that like seems stuck to the side of the pan off, because this is gonna burn. So if I can at least get in with the rest of the stuff, we'll be good to go. And I can actually see like some of the peppers are starting to get a little blisters on them. That's good. We want a little color, because this is a one pan recipe. Uno pan. You're hungry? They're gonna have a snack. That's right today. It's pretty late where you are, but it's not as late as how it typically is when you tune in. It's like 3 in the morning when you typically tune in, and we're 3 hours early. We want this to be just starting to burn up, like crisp up. Also, rip having an induction stove. Oh my gosh, Adea. In a perfect world, I would have a gas stove, but not right now. Right now, it's got to be electric. Not my choice, but what are you going to do? 1 a.m. when you start streaming? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so this stuff is starting to get a little bit of color. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nothing crazy. But onions are starting to get clear. I don't want them to burn, and we're about to add the chicken. So to reduce to, I did not add salt and pepper yet. I added salt and pepper to the chicken. Should salt and season the veggies. I appreciate you reminding me. Yep, season with salt and pepper, and then reduce the heat to medium. Well, we got the salt and pepper, and we got the medium temperature done. You guys can see that's looking a lot better. That's looking a lot better. Nice and brown. And there's like that seasoning on it. Let's get that to the bottom. Yeah. All right. This could use a little more oil because I'm not trying to have it burn. I'm gonna give it a quick little glug. There we go. And then now that the veggies are done, get our yummy chicken out of the fridge. Oh my gosh, absolutely, absolutely. What's funny is like once something is cooked to there, you can't season it more. Like everything's done. Okay. We are adding. I'm gonna do this where it doesn't just totally block your view. We are adding the marinated chicken. You guys hear that sizzle, or is it only when I'm talking? Because like the noise reduction filters and stuff I added. I don't think you guys can hear that sizzle. Here. What if I bring the microphone? Here we go. Alright, I'm just going to kind of keep stirring this constantly. No cooking sounds, shame. Aw, man. I guess the noise reduction filters I have are too strong. I got filters on there to reduce room echo too, but in an echoey room it can only do so much. AI is good, it's not magic. Okay, let me read the instructions here again. Add the chicken and marinade to the pan of the veggies. Cook, stir occasionally until the chicken's cooked through and the marinade is reduced. 4 to 6 minutes. We're getting there. We're getting there. Take them off. I could. It might be like stupid loud in here. Let me see if I can even figure that out. Microphone. Okay. Noise remove. Room echo are off. Could you hear for just a second? Here, let me. Here, do you know what? What if I do one of these? Could you hear it? It just cuts in and out. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Let me turn it back on. I did try. Well, Pumpkin Jack wants us to exercise a wrist. Fist open, palm open. Heel tuck claw, half fist, fist. Fist open, palm open. Heel tuck claw, half fist, fist. Oh, I didn't even get a knuckle crack. They're too good. They're too good. Well, now that the marinade is in and the chicken's in, and like we reduce the heat, I'm not worried about us burning the veggies anymore. And, like the fact they still have color is good. I was afraid everything was just gonna turn like the same color of brown. Gorey, what on earth are you doing? Click the link, Adea. Click the link. Pumpkin Jack just shared a link. I'm going to spread the chicken out a little bit here so everything's touching the pan. The surface area is going to help the stuff cook nice and even, and nothing's going to be like raw. If we're lucky, we'll even get a little sear action as this stuff starts to darken up. Hi. That was a bold move doing this towards my Alienware. I could have gotten chicken everywhere. Let's not do that again. Okay, ooh, here's one that pays to read ahead for. It says, while the chicken cooks. So while the chicken's doing its thing, we're going to wrap the tortillas in a damp paper towel, put them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, make them nice and pliable. Okay, we have our damp paper towel. Put it in the microwave. "30 seconds. That's going. Let's check on our chicken again. Get some color. Get some color. The marinade is definitely like thickening up like a sauce. The pineapple juice has a lot to do with that. A quick picture of this for the feed. Go. I'm gonna leave the tortillas in there just to stay warm while we're doing our thing. Got our fainting points ready still, we're good. I'm gonna keep reading ahead here for just a second. Divide the tortillas between the plates with the chicken mixture, pineapple salsa, top with sour cream, and sever the remaining lime wedges. What about the cilantro? It doesn't say about the cilantro. Remove pan from heat. There it is. Remove pan from heat. Add or stir in remaining cilantro. Then to pick up our hob. Our hob? What's our hob? Our HOB? What? Our home operating base? Oh, you sent a pic. Sorry, I thought you were asking me to... I thought you were asking me to send a pic. I'm like, I don't understand. What's a hob? Oh, Adea. What's funny is when you had told me like you were cleaning your apartment. I remember being so jealous of like the countertops. Is it even a humble brag if it's like that next level, that is not fair. I am green with envy. This isn't getting like super thick yet, so I'm gonna let it go like nice and low, nice and slow. We got a little bit of time to kill here too. There we go, everything's nice and flipped. Look at that. We learned that growing up. Good old Mexican restaurant. Funny, I tried doing that when I was saucing some chicken wings at a buddy's New Year's Eve party. And like as I did it, a big glob of the sauce went like on the counter. I'm like, nice. Oh, that's at home and not at university? Okay, well, either way, it's still yours and you have access to it, and I'm still jealous of it. So there's that. What's our uptime at? Hour and 37. What's funny is these meals, of course, these meals really do not take long. Taking longer because I'm hanging out with you guys, right? Like, listen to music, I'm donating to Extra Life. We ran a 15-minute, a quarter of an hour long miracle story. You know this. What's the cook time on here? So prep is 10, cook is 30, so that's still under an hour. Still under an hour. I am gonna see. You know what? We're like a quick adjustment to our lamb wedges. I want them to look even more like the HelloFresh photo. What's up, Lone Wolf? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you? Happy Werewolf Wednesday. You cook with love, judge with your eyes, not your heart. Love that. Love that. So we just cut these into two because I was looking. Hold on a second. I was looking at this photo and I saw that they have two itty bitty lime wedges, and I want mine. Look, just like that. What's funny is, Lone Wolf, I remember when you guys were out of town and you're like, hey, I've got some HelloFresh stuff. Do you guys want that for supper? I'm like, yeah. And then look where we are now. Gorey got a margarita to go. Oh my gosh, I like where your head's at. Rachel, do we have tequila? We don't have margaritas to go, but we can meet you with a little tequila. All right, this is getting a little thick. If we want to, we can add water to it. Okay. Perfect, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in this state, though. Oh, I know. We're going to add an ounce of water. And I've got some dishwashing to do so that it doesn't build up. That's one of the things I try to do when I cook is like I wash as I go. That when we're done, the kitchen's not an absolute mess. All you need is plain a chop. I have no idea what that is, Dave. I have no idea what that is. Is that like your go-to brand of pre-mixed margarita? Actually, what it is. I'm gonna wash the dishes real quick. On top of things. No, Cointero is the only spirit that goes in margaritas. Cointreau. Cointreau code for tequila? Because where I'm from, mezcal or tequila are go-to in margaritas. But hey, man, you're from another world, and the only way for me to know is to just try it all. It's an orange sugar liquor. We have it here in the States, the World Wine bottle. See, I would have never known that. I would have never known that. I'm not familiar. There's lime tequila and Curacao Cointreau. Lime tequila and Cointreau with a salt rim. Never heard that. I'm sure if one of them says it's in the States, I believe them. So I've maybe had it, but not positive. Let me put these limes back. Just ice, tequila, and maybe like a mix of some other stuff, which might be the Cointreau. The last dish we have to clean, because we've been cleaning everything as it's been coming out. Everything's clean. And I'm gonna start triple sec. Okay, I've heard of triple sec. Yes, I've heard of triple sec. All right, it is 6:45. I think it's time we do what it says. We're gonna turn off the heat. We're going to add our cilantro. That's that, right? Remove hand from heat, stir in cilantro. Yes. I believe you, Lionel. I believe you. Okay, so that's what we're at right now. Okay, that looks sinful. I gotta get all of it, though. I gotta get all of it. Wait, hold on. I do my Salt Bay. Okay. I'm actually going to take the pan just completely off the stove. Not just like off the heat. I'll put it on the higher burner. Okay. So instead of putting it back here, I'll put it back here. That way it's not continuing to cook and that cilantro doesn't get gross and brown. Next step numero 6, is to warm the tortillas and stir. So while the tortilla or the chicken's cooking, warm the tortillas. We did already warm them. It's been a minute. Are they still warm? I'll give them 15 seconds. Was correct. Okay. See. I believe you guys. Tortillas are done. It's gonna be 1,000,000 degrees. No, but they definitely feel pliable, which was the idea. Woo! Okay. They're steaming. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're steaming. Oh yeah, you guys can see it. They're steaming. Today's snack is a smoked salmon and butter on bread. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. So, divide the tortillas between plates and fill with chicken mixture, top with pineapple salsa, a dollop of sour cream, serve with the remaining lime wedges on the side. We're getting close, friends. Let me bring the plates over. How much this you guys will be able to see. Here. We'll make room. Do it on the cutting board. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. This big guy deserves to be in the middle. He's a big boy. Big boy. The other ones can support him too. There. Okay. Get rid of this, and even use to mop up my area a little bit. Get up any loose strands of stuff we got. Okay. We should top with our meaty goodness here, and I'm going to kind of draw a mental line here. Make this as even as I can. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, so Adea just used the Fanta points for an Ask Me Anything. It says Death Row Final Meal. That's a tough one, and it's gonna sound terrible, but I would not be mad about going to Death Row with Qdoba or Chipotle, just because I love Mexican. Like a big fat queso burrito with like all the cheese and all the spicy salsa. Fajita veggies, like that would be awesome. But I also wouldn't be mad for like a nice home cooked meal that my mom used to make. She used to do like this crock pot chicken that would just get stupid tender, and she'd cook it in like a cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup. And then she'd put like corn in it and serve it with like mashed potatoes. She'd serve it on like different sections of the plate, like corn's over here, potatoes over here, chicken's here. But I would just mix it into a giant mound and just go to town on it, like I was literally being sent to the electric chair. Like it literally was my last meal, and I couldn't shovel it fast enough. So depending on the mood I'm in, when I'm having my last meal, one of those comes to mind. What about you, Adea? What about you? When mark those Fanta points as complete. Do you already have one in mind? Okay, so now that I got the chicken in, I'm going to try spreading it kind of to the edges. That way, like, you know, you're not just getting like a bite of just straight tortilla on the first go, and then just a big whopping mound at the end. And if any of these guys are looking a little light, Slap them with a little more. That's looking pretty darn even right there. Our next step, friends, to put our sour cream, no, I like, our salsa in here, and it's been sitting for a while in the fridge, which means that I'd like to think everything got nice and soft again. I'm gonna give it a little mix, break everything up so it's not just one giant clunk. Start distributing, and I'm glad I grabbed a little spoon, because then this part's going to be that much easier. More precise, easier to share. Oop, man overboard. Lost a little bit. Can I fix it? Can I fix it? Yeah. Okay. Now that everyone's got some, we can go and see who's mixing out. Who's looking a little light. Who's looking a little light. There we go. Put you back on. Oh, the pineapple's so soft. This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. A little on you. Looking a little light too. Okay. Quick little run of the pineapple juices. There we go. Ooh, Dave's got a nice little response here. Dave says, okay, so it to be some Albanian food. No, wait, I've got a sister-in-law who's Albanian. Called, right. It's a pie made of, like, filo pastry, spinach, feta cheese. Oh my gosh, this already sounds amazing. Shawarma, minced onions, spices wrapped in a vine leaf. Pickled cabbages is steamed. The fruit, mainly watermelon, raspberries. Dessert be baklava. Oh my gosh, you're thinking of like a 3-course meal. Adea. Well done. Tiramisu. Oh, jeez. Cream, which is custard with my broken paper on top. Ooh, love that, love that. Would Google all those things, yes. Essentially anything my grandma makes. That's amazing, Adea, that's amazing. Okay. Last step, friends, is we need a dollop of our sour cream. It already comes in this little packet, so like I said, nothing's going to waste. I'm going to give it a little snip. That way I get like, sort of like a piping bag thing. And I know in the photo, kind of like in the center, I don't want to do that. I'm going to give it a drizzle look. Here we go. Getting low, we're getting to the end. Did I ration this out well enough? Oh man, this guy's a little shy. Let me really bring this out. And I have loads of salad and stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you really planned this out. Hummus? Dale left no stone unturned. Okay, come on. Be a little more just for fun. Alright, perfect, perfect. Well, friends. A yogurt drink, like a mango lassi or something? That sounds super good, Dan. That sounds super good. Alright, friends. Well, here is the finished... On camera. Here is the finished result. I'm trying to show these without them just sliding the F off of the, the plate. Let me go to the other camera again real quick. You can tilt this out. Go. That is the finished result. Not too shabby here. Yogurt, salt, and water. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. Okay. We've also got our lime wedges that we've got decorating these bad boys. I'm going to take a quick photo. And we're going to give these a shot. And Parasite, hello!
Hello there.
You tuned in at, like, the perfect time. We're about to wrap up here. Let me take a little shot. Look at that HelloFresh thing in the background, too. How's that look? Good enough for government work. Gotta have the taste test. Yes. Yes. I gotta have the taste test. Oop. Okay. I'll try to get my girlfriend like the prettiest ones. I'm gonna take this guy from the edge. Alright. Here we go, friends. Cheers. Love the spice rack. Thank you very much, Lone Wolf. Okay. So it's not super spicy, which is good. So if you want to add like spice to it, like I got Glitter Mess Sriracha on the standby. That's good, but the flavor is super powerful. Gotta get another bite for that that pineapple salsa. Rachel, do you want to try a taco on stream, or you just want to wait? Alright. Everyone you want. But
These look really good.
It might drip a little bit, so get over the plate too. Or say hi, Rachie.
Yeah.
What's funny is like after I said like, oh, it's not too spicy, like 30 seconds later, there was like a little bit of a kick in the back of the throat. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
That's like the right amount.
It has a kick. Well, hello there, Rachel. All right, gang. Well, we have been streaming for a full 2 hours here. What we're doing now is we're gonna eat dinner. But we're gonna go ahead and drop a raid on someone to show them some love. Give me just a second. Let me find someone for us to raid together, and we'll turn our party into their party. Thank you so much, Dave. Give me just a second. Don't go anywhere. Scram! Second. Let me see if we can find someone on our fundraising team here. Rated them this year. You know what? We're gonna rate Christy 1575. They literally donated to Extra Life this week. So, not just any Extra Life campaign, but our Extra Life campaign. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a raid over on their channel. Give me just a second here, friends. Raid has started. I'm gonna also go ahead and let Pumpkin Jack put some info in the chat for us to copy and paste over to Christy's broadcast, but that is going to be it here for me, friends. We will be back tomorrow for our Thriller Thursday broadcast, where we'll be doing some Lethal Company with friends. But until then, there has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there'll never be anyone like you. Love yourselves, love each other. I love you. Stay spooky. Now, if you excuse me, I can get out of here. Have yourselves a good evening, We'll catch you all later. Have a good night, friends.